Kasongo, the Jokester of Asembo. Kasongo was the life of Asembo village. With his sharp wit, uncanny impressions, and never-ending bag of jokes, he made everyone laugh, even during funerals. But when Kasongo suddenly passed away one stormy evening, Asembo was plunged into grief. His absence created a void that no one else could fill. The funeral was as peculiar as the man himself. Mourners wept, but every so often someone would burst into laughter, remembering one of Kasongo's outrageous antics. Even the village elder, Odongo, couldn't help but chuckle while delivering the eulogy. Kasongo was the only man who could make you laugh while you were angry, he said, shaking his head with a smile. Days turned into weeks, and life in Asembo slowly returned to normal. That was until the fateful day when Kasongo resurrected. It happened during market day. Vendors were loudly advertising their wares, children played by the dusty road, and the village chief was negotiating the price of a goat. Suddenly, a figure appeared, walking barefoot from the direction of the cemetery. It was Kasongo. At first, people thought it was a trick of the light, or perhaps a wandering spirit. But when Kasongo greeted Mama Atieno with his signature phrase, "Where is my fried tilapia, woman?" the market froze. There he was, alive as ever, with his wide grin and mismatched shirt. The news spread like wildfire. People ran from their homes, leaving boiling pots and untended fires. Within minutes, the entire community gathered to confirm what they couldn't believe. Kasongo, ever the performer, didn't waste a moment. He climbed onto a rickety cart and declared, "Ladies and gentlemen, I know what you're thinking. Heaven sent me back because they couldn't handle my jokes." The crowd erupted in laughter, half in shock and half in joy. Kasongo proceeded to recount the events of the afterlife, which, as expected, were filled with ridiculous tales. "I met St. Peter at the gates," he said, "and do you know what he asked me? 'Kasongo, do you have a joke for me?' I said, 'Of course, but let me in first. Heaven needs a comedian.' His return was the talk of the region for weeks. The elders tried to explain his resurrection with wisdom, but Kasongo brushed them off. 'I'm not a mystery, just a man with unfinished business, and plenty of jokes.' His presence brought a renewed vibrancy to Asembo. Weddings, markets, and even funerals became livelier. Some even whispered that Kasongo was a blessing sent to remind people to find joy in the simplest moments. One evening, under a star-filled sky, Kasongo sat by the village bonfire and told the children, "Always laugh, even when life doesn't make sense. That's why I came back, to remind Asembo to smile." Kasongo remained a legend in Asembo for generations, not just for his humor, but for his ability to turn even death into a punchline.